Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are looking at Module 2, Lesson 20. And our learning goal is I can use addition to help solve a subtraction question. Now, a little more detail about that. We're going to use addition, but in particular, we're going to use a number path. A number path is just a fancy way to say a number line. Here, let me show you what I mean by that. So we've got 16 minus 8. This is something that we've done lots of times. So if we were to do this our normal way, we would just cross out 8 because we have 16 total. So here's our total group of 16. And we're going to take 8 out from that group and we're going to see what's left. So we would cross out 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we box up and add up what we have left. And if we're doing that, it looks like we've got 2 over here on this side. And we've got over here, we already know we had 6 because we had 5 and one more is 6. So 2 plus 6, 2 plus 6 equals, that's right, you guys are on it today, 8. So 16 minus 8 is 8. But if we're going to look at it with addition, and in particular use a number path or a number line, how do we do that? Well, let's take a look here. So here's a number path. Now, when we use a number path, we want to start out with the number we're subtracting. Because remember yesterday when we were working on, and the day before yesterday actually too, with the 2 previous lessons, when we were counting on. And when we counted on, we're trying to find the difference or how many numbers it was between these two, between our total and the amount we were taking away. So what we would do is we would start here with the amount we were taking away and then count on up to the total. We're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to use this number path instead. The first thing we want to do with this number path is I want us to put a circle around that 8. We're going to start with the 8. Just like we did when we were counting on. Now, I'm going to count on, but I'm not going to count on one at a time. I'm going to do it a little bit different here. What I want us to do is I want us to go to 10 first, because going to 10 means that we're at a friendly number. Remember 10s, they're easy to work with. 10 plus 4 is 14. 10 plus 6, 16. 10's just nice and easy to work with. Do you remember how many we have to add on to 8 to get us up to 10? Yeah, that's right, 2. So I'm going to write that up here, plus 2. So now we're at 10. I added 2 to get up to 10. Now, we have to get all the way up to 16. How many do we have to add on to our 10? Now remember, 10's our friendly number. How many do we have to add on to 10 to get up to our final destination of 16? Yeah, that's right, 6. So I'm going to jump here from 10 over to 16. And how many do I add on to that again? That's right, we just said it, 6. Now I can add those two up, 2 plus 6. So I'll write that over here, 2 plus 6, and that equals 8. Same answer. Did you notice that? Look at 2 plus 6 equals 8. That's because we had 2 over here out of our group of 10 left over. And then we had our 6 over here that we didn't even use. So we had our 2 plus 6 equals 8. And here we had the same thing, didn't we? We had our 2 and then to get us up to 10. And then from 10 to 16, that was another 6. So 2 plus 6 is 8. Same answer, same process. Let's take a look at one more. Okay, so we have 13 minus 7 here. Now remember, just like when we are counting on, we're going to start with the amount we're taking away from the total group. So here's our total group, 13, but we're going to start with what we're taking away from that group. And in this case, it's 7. So I'm going to circle my 7, and I'm going to go over to 10, because 10 is our friendly number. Now to get over the 10, it was 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's put that down. Plus 3. All right, I'm at 10 now. I need to get to 13 because remember, we're trying to find out how many it is from 7 to 13, the difference between these two numbers. So how many numbers are in between these two? So I'm going to go now from my 10 to my 13. So let me draw that out. And how many do I have to add on to my 10 to get to 13? Yep, that's right, 3, because 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay, now I can add this up. So I have a 3 and then another 3. So I added 3 there, added 3 again. So let's add those up together. So 3 plus 3 equals 6. So if I have my group of 13 here and I take 7 out of it, I'm left with 6. Now, this time around, I'm going to draw it out too. We don't always need to draw it out. I'm just going to draw it out one more time really quick just so we can see and make sure that we're all on the same page with this. So I'm going to draw out my 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, we always want to use our 5 groups to help keep things nice and organized. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I'm going to have a little space there. And we've got 11, 12, 13. Now I'm going to cross out my 7 because I am subtracting 7 right here. So I have my group of 13. Here's my group of 13. I'm going to take 7 out of that group or subtract 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we box up and add up what we have left. So we've got 3 right here and we have 3 right here. So we've got 3 plus 3, and that equals 6. So we got the same answer here as we did on our number line right here. 3 plus 3 is 6. All right, let's take a look at another problem. 15 minus 8. Now, this time, and again, I just want you watching this, boys and girls. Don't worry about writing this out because this would take a lot of work to write out a number path each time. The next one we're going to do together, and I'm going to show you a shortcut, a quick way to make this number line where you don't have to draw this all out. Okay, we start out at, which number do we start out again? Our total or the amount we're taking out from our total? Yeah, that's right, the amount we're taking out. So our 8, so we're subtracting 8, so we're going to start there. Let me circle my 8. And remember, we always want to go for our 10. So I'm going to jump over here to my 10 because 10 is a friendly number, and that's 2. It takes me 2 to get to 10. 8 plus 2, 1, 2. Now I'm at 10. Now I need to go from 10 to 15. So I'm going to go from 10 all the way over to 15. And how many does it take to get from 10 to 15? Well, that's why we use 10. 10's that friendly number, and we know that it's 5 because 10 plus 5 equals 15. Now I can write this out then. So I have a 2 and I moved another 5 spaces. 2 plus 5 is 7. So I'll put my 7 there because that's what 2 plus 5 is. But it's also what 15 minus 8 is. So let me plug that in here. 15 minus 8 is 7. All right, let's take a look at another example. On this one here, I'm going to be doing 14 minus 9, the one on the left. You will be doing the one on the right, 13 minus 9. So if you don't have them already, pause the video, go grab your whiteboard or a piece of paper, something to do your work on, and you're going to do these problems with me. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Okay, so remember, again, I will be doing 14 minus 9, the one here in green on the left. You will be doing 13 minus 9, the one in blue on the right. Here's how this is going to work. I am going to show you how to make this number line without drawing out the entire number line. I'm going to look here and I go, okay, 14 is my total. I'm taking out 9. So I'm going to write down 9. I'd like you guys to do the same right now. Make sure you're working with me. You have 13 minus 9. Make sure you write down 9 right here. Now we're going to go from 9 to 10. Remember, we always want to go to 10 first because 10's a nice, easy number to work with. So we're going to go from 9 to 10. That is going to be how many? How many does it take to get from 9 to 10? Yep, that's right, 1. So I'm just going to write plus 1 right there. Next, I need to go from 10 to my final destination, which is 14. Your final destination is 13. I'm going to write down 14 over here. Give it a little bit of a space and write down 14. Now, I'm going from 10 to 14. How many does it take for me to get from 10 to 14? That's right. It takes me 4. So I'm going to write plus 4 right here. You're going to do the same thing on your side, except you're going to be at 10 and you're going to be jumping over to 13. All right, now I'm getting back over here to my numbers. So I've got 1 move and then I moved another 4 spots. So I'm going to add those up. 1 plus 4 equals 5. So there's my answer. 14 minus 9 equals 5. So I did the same thing that we do on a number path or number line. See how we jumped over to those numbers? Except I didn't have to draw that whole line out, did I? So this is how we're going to be doing our number lines or our number paths. If we're working in the problem set and they give us a number path, of course we'll use it. Otherwise, we're just going to go like this because it's a lot faster. We don't have to draw everything out. Okay, if you have not finished your problem, 13 minus 9, I want you to pause the video right now, finish that problem, and then come back and check your work. Welcome back, boys and girls. So here's how your problem should look. So you had 13 minus 9, and we always start with what we're subtracting. So here's our 9. And remember, we're trying to find the difference between 13 and 9. So how many is it from 9 to 13? So we're going to go to 10 first because 10's a friendly number. So we go 9 to 10. So we're going to add in 1 plus 1. And then our final destination is 13, that total number right there. So there's our 13. And we're going to go from 10 to 13. 10 to 13 is 3 more. And then we add up what we had. We had a 1 and a 3. So 1 plus 3 is 4. So our answer is 4. 13 minus 9 equals 4. All right, let's take a look at another example. I'm going to be doing the one in the green on the left. You'll be doing the one in blue on the right. Okay, I'm looking right now and I see I have a total of 15. So that's my final destination. And I need to know what the difference is between 7 and 15. So how many is it from 7 to 15? I'm going to start out by writing down 7. And I'm going to go to 10 as my first stop. So 7 to 10 is 3. So I'm going to add 3 in. And now I'm going to go from 10 to 15 because 15 is my final destination. So let me write down 15 now. And I'm going to jump from 10 to 15. And that's going to be 5 because I know 10 plus 5 equals 15. And that's another way you can read this, boys and girls. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Okay, now I've made my jumps and now I need to add up how many moves I had. So I had a 3 and 5. So let's add those together. So I'm going to add 3 plus 5, and I know that equals 8. So my answer then is 15 minus 7 equals 8. If you haven't done yours yet, I want you to pause the video, finish your problem. And if you're not sure where to start, I want you to rewind the video. And always do this, boys and girls. If you ever get confused or not sure what to do, rewind the video, watch the example again, and then try it again on your own. Right now, though, pause this video, finish up your side, and then come back and we'll check your work. All right, boys and girls, here's what your problem should look like. 16 minus 7. So we're taking out 7. That's where we're going to begin. So we write down 7 and we jump to 10. That's our first move. 7 to 10 is 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. Now 10's our friendly number. We always want to go there. And we want to now move from 10 to 16. 10 plus 6 is 16. So we move 3 times and 6 times. 3 plus 6 equals 9. So 16 minus 7 equals 9. And again, I know I keep saying this, but I just want to make sure we understand it. The reason why we're doing this is because we want to know the difference between these two numbers. The difference between 16 and 7. 16 is our total amount. So we had 16 things in a group and we took 7 out of that group. So what's the difference? How many is it from 7 to 16? Well, it's 9. All right, let's take a look at another example. Oh, wait, what's this? Huh. Well, it's a golden retriever playing with, well, it looks like the dog from The Secret Life of Pets, a toy of that dog. Well, I think that golden retriever really likes that toy. He wants to play. Oh, all right. Well, you can tell me about that more in class tomorrow. Tell me what you thought. Okay, let's take a look at one more example before we get started on our problem set. I'm going to be doing 13 minus 8. You will be doing the one on the right in blue, 14 minus 8. Now, looking at my 13 minus 8, I know I need to start right here at my 8. And I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write down 8. And I'm going to jump to 10. Because remember, our whole goal is to find out how many it is from 8 to 13. So we're going to make our way slowly there. We're going to go from 8 to 10 first. And that's going to be 2. Because 8 plus 2 equals 10. So we're partway there. We're about right here. We need to get all the way to that 13 now. So let me plug in my 13 right here. And let's go now from 10 to 13. And that's going to be a plus 3. Because 10 plus 3 equals 13. All right, now we've gone from 8 to 13. So now we know how many it is from 8 to 13. It's 2 and 3. And let's add that up. What just is 2 and 3? 2 plus 3 is, boys and girls, do you know 2 plus 3? Yep, I can't trick you. That's 5. All right, so 13 minus 8 equals 5. What I'd like you guys to do right now is, if you haven't worked on this yet, to pause the video, finish this example, then come back and check your work. All right, boys and girls, welcome back. Here's what your problem should look like. So you should have had 4 minus 8 equals 6. So we were trying to find the difference between 8 and 14. So we're going to go from 8 to 10 first, and we go to 10 first because 8's a friendly number. So from 8 to 10, we have to add 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10, and our final destination is 14. So 10 plus 4 is 14. So now we've gone from 8 to 14. Now we know the difference between, or how many it is from 8 to 14. 2 plus 4. So I'm going to drop down here, and you should have written that down. 2 plus 4 is 6. So 14, or a group of 14, take away 8 from that group, leaves you with 6 left over. Okay, now, if you don't have it already, I want you to grab your problem set, your Lesson 20, Module 2 problem set, and we're going to take a look at that together. So pause the video, grab it, and come right back. Welcome back, boys and girls. Here's what your problem set should look like. Let me zoom in here. You should be on Lesson 20 problem set 1.2. Let's take a look at our first one here. So we are to solve the problems below, use drawings or number bonds. All right, let's take a look at number 1 then. So we're going to draw this one out. Let's go ahead and draw out 11 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I'm going to cross out 9 now because that's what we're subtracting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to box up and add up what I have left. So I've got 1 right here and 1 right here. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So 11 minus 9 equals 2. Now, for my problem over here, 11 minus 8, I'm going to do the number pathway that we've been doing. So to do that, I need to know the difference from 8 to 11. So how many does it take to get from 8 to 11? So I'm going to write that out. So I'm going to write down 8. And then I'm going to go up to 10. So 8 to 10 is 2. And then I'm going to go to 11. So 10 to 11 is 1. So now I can add it up. So I can go, all right, 2 plus 1 is 3. So I'll plug that in right here, 3. Now I'm going to do one more, and then you'll do the last 3 on your own. Let's make 10 here on this on number 3 right here. So we're going to take 10 out of it. So we're going to make our mini number bond. We're going to take 10 out of that 13. And if I take 10 out of that 13, that leaves me with 3 for that spot there on our mini number bond, because 3 and 10 equal 13. Now, I'm going to subtract out my 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. And then I'll add those together. 3 plus 1. Yeah, that's right. 4. Nice job, boys and girls. Okay, these are the 3 ways that we're going to solve these problems. We're going to be doing counting on, the number path, and making 10. So you have numbers 4, 5, and 6 to do on your own. And you're going to use one way on each one. So number 4, I want you to do counting on. Number 5, I want you to do the number path. And number 6, I want you to make the 10, just like over here with our mini number bond. Do those 3 problems. When you're done, pause the video, do those 3 problems, and when you're done, come on back and we'll take a look at the rest of this problem set. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Now, this is an interesting problem they gave us here on number 7. It says match the equal expressions. So they did the first one for us. 16 minus 7 equals 18 minus 9. So here's what I want us to look at. These are actually going to be the same answers. 16 minus 7, well, how could that be? Well, here's how. What I want us to look at first is, let's look at the ones spot right here. How many is it from 7 to 9? How much of an increase did they make there? That's right, 2. 7, 8, 9. So they added on 2. So let me write that there, plus 2. Then let's take a look at our whole group here. So we had 16, and then we went up to 18. How many did we add on to 16 to make it go up to 18? Yeah, 2 again. So let's write that down there, plus 2. So if we add 2 onto each side, it's going to be the same answer, because 16 minus 7 is 9. So let me write that right there, equals 9. And 18 minus 9 equals 9. So I'm going to help you out here with B. So B says 17 minus 7. So we need to find something over here that is going to equal 10. 17 minus 7 equals 10. So I'm going to write that off to the side here, equals 10. So what could they have added on to make things equal 10 here? Oh, did you guys see that also? 18 minus 8? Yeah, 18 minus 8, well, that equals 10. And then I'm double checking here, plus 1, right? Well, they didn't add 1 there, sorry. They added 1 to this 17. 17 plus 1 is 18. 7 plus 1 is 8. So they equaled it out because they added equal amounts to both sides. So let me draw a line then to connect that. So 17 minus 7 is the same as 18 minus 8. Okay, boys and girls, I want you to do C and D on your own. Really, you only have to do one of them, because once you find this one, D will be whatever's left. So solve 12 minus 8, and which is going to be what? How much? And I'll write a little mini equal sign here so you guys can see that you need to do in equals. And then you'll have to solve these two also. And whichever one has the same answer, then you could just double check and see if they added the same on each side, and you're good to go. Draw a line to it. All right, go ahead and pause the video right here. And when you're done, turn your paper over and we'll take a look at the back side. All right, we're on the back side of our problem set for lesson 20. And it looks like a lot. I know a lot of you are going, whoa, this is a lot of subtraction. Well, it is, but look at the directions. The directions say complete the subtraction sentences to make them true. All we have to do is plug in our answers here. You can solve them however you want. And if you just know the answer, you can just know the answer and write down the answer. You don't have to draw anything out. You don't have to make many number bonds. You solve them however you want to solve them. I'm going to do a few with you here. So I'm going to look here at 12 minus 8. So 12 minus 8, I like making a 10. So I'm going to do that really quick. So if I make my mini number bond right here, I take 10 out of my 12, and the other part of my number bond is 2. I can then really quick subtract. And I know that 8 minus 10 is 2. And I can just quickly add together what I have left. 2 plus 2 is 4. So I'll plug in my 4 right there. All right, now I'm going to look over at number 12 here. Number 12, I'm going to take a look at this right here. 15 minus what equals 9? Well, remember, we're counting up to 15. So let's count on from 9 up to 15 to solve that. So I'm going to write down 9, and then I'm going to go up to 15. So I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so there's my group that I had to count on from 9 to get up to 15. And it is 6. So I counted on 6 times to get up to 15. That wasn't too bad. I can do the same thing on all of those other ones too. I can count up from 6 up to 15. I can count up from 9 up to 16. Here, I can solve however I want. I can do my mini number bond. I can draw out 16 and cross out 9, and then box up and add up what's left. Whatever you want to do to solve those. So your job now is to go ahead and stop the video. Well, the video is almost done, so you don't have to do that. You can just let the video end. And you are going to solve numbers 8 through 13, and you're going to solve each column, column A, column B, and column C. You're going to solve them however you want to. You can do it this way, you can do it this way, you can do the number pathway, any way you want. All right, boys and girls, you've done fantastic today. Don't forget to take a picture of both sides of your problem set and to put it into Seesaw. And as always, I can't wait to see the work that you've done.